Hey there, UCM. I'm Danielle Sachse, and I will be talking today with a very good friend of mine. Most of you may recognize his voice, but not many know that he is quite the golfer himself. The voice of UCM Athletics, Greg Hassler. Thank you for joining Faces of UCM today with me, Greg.
Thank you, Danielle. Glad to be here.
So I said you were a golfer quite yourself. How did you get into golf?
Well, at a young age, play when you're young and play when you're in high school, and it's something that I really enjoyed and kind of explored a couple of different avenues and decided I wanted to take a run at maybe being a club pro, which is not really a plain PGA pro, but more of a business manager side of the golf game.
So did you play on your golf team in high school?
I did play on the high school golf team, played in college, and able to advance from there.
Have any success in high school and college?
A little bit. I really wasn't very good. I mean, I was okay in college, but I wasn't very good in high school. But I liked it, and I was able to practice enough to be able to do what I wanted to do to be a club pro.
So how did you become a club pro? You were a club pro at Victory Hills and Warrensburg Country Club.
Right. When you become a PGA professional in the club ranks, you have to go to a business school, and they teach you the inner workings of a pro shop and a business and how to interact with customers. And then you still have to pass a playing ability test to show that you can play a little bit. I was able to do that. Took me a couple times, but I got it done. And from there, moved on and got a couple of jobs. Very fortunate.
Did you like being the club pro at these golf courses?
Yeah, it can be trying. It's a lot of hours, long days. It can wear you out after a while. But for that period of my life, I did. I enjoyed it.
I know you've also won a couple golf tournaments, and you mentioned that you were a city champ before.
Yeah, when I was a club pro, I played in a lot of tournaments. Didn't really have a lot of success. Maybe finished third is the best I ever finished. But when I got out of the golf business, I played a lot of amateur tournaments, and I won the Warrensburg City Championship twice, and that was really exciting. I mean, it really is because you're playing against a lot of people in the city. And that tournament is now defunct, and I won a senior championship at Mules National Golf Club, and that was a lot of fun as well.
Did you ever have any hole-in-ones or some really amazing putts?
If I make a putt, it's amazing. Whether it's 1 foot or 30 feet, it is amazing. But yeah, I've had a couple of hole-in-ones, and they're not great shots. Hole-in-ones are lucky. You just kind of point the club in the right direction and see what happens.
Any favorite golf courses of yours?
Spent some time in Hawaii for a couple of weeks and played Kapalua, and it was a great experience. And those are some of the greatest golf courses. I think it's not mainly all about the golf course. It's all about what's around the course, the beauty, what your eye sees, and the visuals there are amazing.
Do you have any golf tips for up-and-coming, aspiring golfers?
Practice a lot. Maybe take some lessons from somebody that's really good.
Would you say that you're a better putter? Are you good with the driver?
My short game's pretty good.
Right.
I'm not sure why, but I can chip and putt pretty good.
Okay, so outside of being a golfer, a lot of people know you as the voice of UCM Athletics.
Right.
And we're currently in football season, and the Mules happen to be 8-0. So what is it like being the play-by-play announcer for an undefeated Mules football team?
Well, it's a lot of fun, number one. We've never been in this position before. We have a chance to host a couple of playoff games, a chance to win the league outright by ourselves for the first time since 1926. And it's kind of fun, I don't know, maybe as support staff, when you walk into a visiting stadium and everybody looks at you and go, okay, there they are. That's kind of nice. We haven't had that feeling in a long time.
I know they're going to Nebraska Kearney this weekend, so how does that matchup look?
It's going to be tough. Nebraska Kearney's a good team. It's going to be cold. It's going to be an earlier kick. They're a good defensive team, but we're a good offensive team. So it will be a battle.
And then the last 2 games will be against Lincoln and Northwest. So how do you think the Mules are feeling about the next 2-3 weeks for them?
Well, they're not looking ahead to it, I know, but as media, we can. Lincoln, every game is, you never know, but that's a game you're going to be favored in. And then hopefully you're going to go to Maryville for a chance to win a conference championship. I hope.
Well, thank you, Greg, for joining me today on Faces of UCM. I am Danielle Sachse, and that was Faces of UCM.